Hi, this is Eric Sloof and I'm at the VMware booth. I'm joined by Ryan Kraber. Ryan, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks.
So we are at the LogInsight booth, LogInsight version 2.0. What is LogInsight? What does it do?
Well, at its core, LogInsight is a log aggregation and search solution, but there's a lot more to it than that. It's actually pretty data agnostic, so we tie into a number of other tools. You can point any type of log file or syslog from any device to it, and there's actually some analytics involved as well, so there's a lot more than just a log analytics and search tool.
So in the early days we had vCenter, and vCenter also had a special syslog server bundled with the installation. But it was very hard to find errors because you can only go through a lot of text. So what you're saying is that there is a new product and you can feed all your syslog and all your log files using some sort of plugin and use LogInsight as a central broker for all your log files.
Exactly. You actually don't even need a plugin. At its core, you can point syslog to it, and we can ingest that those log files and start to perform some analytics around that. The plugins actually are they're called content packs, and what we're able to do with those are provide out-of-the-box dashboards. Customers can download these third-party content packs, and there's a lot more to it than just dashboards. We actually provide queries, search queries, and alerts, and they're created and maintained by these third parties. And the advantage of that is that those people are experts in their domain. So whether it's a network device vendor or even an application or an OS, right? Those people actually are familiar with ways that the best way to troubleshoot certain things or identify configuration errors. And those are actually bundled along inside those content packs. So you're getting a lot more than just visualizations and dashboards. You're actually getting a lot of content that makes it relevant and gives you a starting place once you're in LogInsight and kind of scratching your head and trying to figure out, okay, where do I start? That's actually not necessary because we provide you with a lot of this content out of the box.
Okay. Can you show me some of the features of LogInsight in a demo?
Absolutely, sure, I'd be happy to. So this is actually the vSphere content pack, which is bundled out of the box with LogInsight. So we actually have the vSphere content pack as well as a general dashboard page. So again, it's not necessary for customers to even have vSphere necessarily. Data agnostic again, so the advantages of the vSphere content pack again are a number of visualizations out of the box. What we're looking at here is a general problems dashboard page, which actually focused, there's a number of widgets in here that visualize things like vSphere problem by the type of the problem that it is, by status, by component, and these are actually interactive widgets. So what that means is, if this event type or problem type is not necessarily relevant or you want to minimize that or get it out of the view, I can simply click on that and it redraws that content so that I can look at it in a different fashion.
So you're filtering on one host now and you can do a root cause analysis by narrowing your scope?
Exactly. It allows you to narrow your scope and drill in and find what you're looking for very, very quickly. So some other capabilities around being able to filter and quickly drill into what you're looking for is the dashboard filters, which are new in 2.0. Prior to that, we only could do that from the interactive analytics view, but with the dashboard filters, I'm able to specify certain criteria, a time zone, I could focus in on a particular host, I could use wildcards. So again, instead of looking at 20 hosts or 50 hosts, I could say I only want to narrow it down to hosts using this alphabet characters or IP address range, something like that. Right. So it allows you, again, to quickly drill in and find what you're looking for.
Right, and get a complete overview of all your hosts or a specific segment of your network. Or is there also a way to correlate problems? So if there's something wrong in your storage, it will also pop up an error in vSphere, and then you can bind problems together and analyze them?
Yeah, that's a great question. An example of that, if I go into the SCSI latency errors page here, what I can do is show you a feature that we have in 2.0. It's called widget linking. And LogInsight actually takes care of this behind the scenes. So if there's any similar data that it's shared between different widgets and different dashboards, for example, if you're looking at a problem dashboard and you want to see if there's any linkage between specifically SCSI errors, then if that linkage actually does exist, you can identify that and drill in on that. So an example, if I could show you that, let's say that you were looking at ESX errors by host name here. If I click on it, you can see this other dashboard option here, and on the right you can see that there's actually other widgets and other dashboards that we can link directly to, and it's actually going to filter that criteria down to that specific host that I've clicked on. So if I pivot to this other dashboard, let's just say the general problems dashboard, because I'm interested in more problems than just SCSI errors at this point, it's going to pivot back to this dashboard, or the dashboard that I've selected rather, and you can see that it's added the filter criteria up at the top. If I scroll up to the top here, it's added that host name up to the top automatically and pivoted and used that linkage in order to do that.
Right. That's pretty cool, man. Awesome. So can you feed anything if you have written your own application that's throwing out log files or syslog events? Are you able to feed it to Log Insight?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the things we launched along with 2.0 is the ability to, we have an out-of-the-box agent that you can use, for example, on Windows. And you're not necessarily tied to that. You don't have to use our native agent, but there are definitely some advantages to doing so. So for example, the first thing being is that a lot of the other agents that are out on the market are very difficult to configure and specify the specific event channels, right? But with our agent, we can centrally manage that configuration if you wanted to, or on each individual server. And by doing so, we can specify the event channels. You may be interested in collecting security logs, but not application logs, vice versa. But along with that, you can specify an application log, a flat file if you wanted to do that. We can absolutely consume that and specify the logs that we want to capture that are sent back to Log Insight for analysis. So the other advantages of that agent obviously are compression. So we're sending a lot less data across the wire. That's a huge plus. Customers love that capability as well. So
if I want to get my hands on 2.0, how do you install it? How do you deploy it? Is it a virtual appliance?
Right, it's released as a vApp, so we can actually download it from the VMware website. There's a 60-day trial. Customers are actually able to purchase licenses through the website as well. But yeah, absolutely. The content packs are available at solutionexchange.vmware.com. You can think of it as an app store. It's our ecosystem where we can actually download that content. You can take a look what's out there, and it's available to basically go and browse the different content packs that are available. You can see that there's actually been a few that have launched very recently out here. So we've got some new Microsoft content packs, for example. There's IIS, there's Exchange, and we're releasing more and more almost every day. All of that is free today, all that content packs. So for Log Insight specifically are free. So customers can go out there and again, just if they have a Cisco or if they have NetApp or EMC in their environment, that's just a small subset of what's out there. So definitely worthwhile checking out, and it's very simple and easy to load up the content packs. It's just a few mouse clicks. It's just like loading up the virtual appliance. You're deploying an OVF, a few mouse clicks, you enter in very little data. There's no configuration needed with these content packs. You simply download that file, go into the administration dashboard in Log Insight and click on Import Content Pack, and you can browse to it, click Go, and you're done. And basically all the data and the dashboards and the alert queries and everything are coming along with that.
Okay, great. Well, Ryan, many thanks for the interview. I think it has some great new features, and people definitely will give it a try.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.